fine. Hey, so how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for seeing me today. It was a little bit late, and we had a hurricane come in on Wednesday, so.
Oh my God, a hurricane? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was Category 1.
Okay. So, where you originally from?
Lakeland, Florida. I mean, I moved all around Florida when I was younger, but for the most part, Florida. I lived in Wisconsin and in Virginia for a bit too, but I'm more Floridian than anything.
Okay. So, how did you start out with with being athletic and everything like that?
With who? I'm sorry. It was
Uh,
cutting out a little bit.
oh yeah, yeah. I asked you, how did you start out being athletic? You know, being like an athlete. You know, boxing's pretty much athletic and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've been doing MMA for the last 8 years. So, I was with Bellator for a while. I started with just a fresh slate. I never did any like wrestling. I never did any of that. Like, I was a stupid bar fighter. I got kicked out of every school I went to for fighting. So I guess I've always been a fighter, just not a technical fighter.
Okay, all right. So, for far as like the fights and everything go, how did you start off in MMA?
I honestly, there was so many people that told me, like, man, you should be a fighter. You should just go try MMA. You should just, go try MMA. You'd be perfect for it. And I went in and I tried it and I fell in love, like, instantly. Like, it was gun-ho from the start. So, it was just passionate about it immediately.
Oh, that's cool. So that's wow. So you just did like a tryout or something like that, and that was
Yeah, I
it.
just went in and for one class, and I was like, oh shit, this is what I was made to do. This is me. So
Okay.
here I am.
All right. I always wondered, like, how did they put you like in the weights and everything like that? Like, how does that go?
So that's kind of funny. They pick a weight that's not too far from your like walk around weight, and you have to cut to a certain amount usually. So I actually started fighting at 125. This was 8 years ago. So it's been a minute. I'm a little older now.
Okay.
I don't cut that much anymore.
Okay.
But I started at 125, and that was really traumatizing to my body. Every time that I fought at 25, it was worse and worse on my body. So then I went to 135. I was doing good at 135. And I would still have to do a dramatic cut, though. So, like, no matter, I walk around between 150 and 155, and I have abs. Like, so, like, it's not like I have a lot to lose. I've got muscle more than anything, and that takes more time to lose than fat.
Okay.
So, I still had to make a dramatic cut, and it was still like I couldn't fight last minute if they called at 35 because I couldn't cut enough weight in enough time. So then I went to 45, and 45 is my division. I feel amazing. My cut is super easy. I focus more on training and fighting, and my head's right. I'm ready to get in there. I don't know why people cut weight. It's fucking stupid. I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to cuss.
Oh no, it's fine. This is my station. You're good. You good. You good. No problem.
I always forget to ask people that because I got a bad mouth.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. No, no, no. Yeah, it's yeah.
I'm like worse than guys in the gym. So.
Okay. So what's cause you had like quite a few fights. Like I actually caught up on you because my friend he a big boxing fan and everything like that, right? And he just started watching women boxing and everything like that. He was like, hey man, this Jessica chick, man, she's an ass kicker, bro. Like for real, for real. I was like, what you mean? He was like, bro, you should try to get an interview with her. And he showed me your highlights, and then he Googled you, and he showed me everything like that. And I was like, get out of here. I said, ain't no way in hell she gonna interview with me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just send her a DM, and then I seen the email, and I was like, I sent the email to her too. I was like, we're gonna see. And then I showed him. I was like, look, man. She answered back. He was like, all right, you were cool. He was like, well, I'll see it on your YouTube channel. So.
That's something that I've always taken. I will never be too, like, I don't think of myself as anything as, like, that's her. I've always stayed humble, and I appreciate the people that support me. And I don't care how high or low or how big they are. I love everyone that supports me. And you guys are the real MVPs. You guys are the ones that are trying to get, interviews with people. And I have never said no to anyone. And I've always taken pride in that because I've always handled my own social media. I've always handled my own thing. And, I love my people. I love my people.
Okay, that's good. I like that. It's quite a few people I had interviewed before. I interviewed like actors, and like other rappers, hip hop artists. I interview everybody, and they all was like, they got a big fan base. Everybody know them, but it's like when you talk to them, it's just normal, And I'm like, you know what? That's cool, because
that's what I've always. I'm always gonna stay humble. I'm always gonna be down to earth. I'm always gonna, no matter what. Like, I honestly just do it because I love to do it. I don't really care about the fame. I don't care about like what comes with it. I'm a brawler. I like to give a show. I get in there because I love to do it. So I love it.
That's cool. So, what is your biggest challenges when it comes to like training for a fight?
It's only guys. So it's there's not many girls in the MMA world, and so I train with a whole bunch of guys, and a lot of that comes with a lot more injury for me. And it comes with a lot more, like, them landing on me is going to hurt me more than me landing on them. So it trial and tribulation. I have to go train with women, so I have to travel to train with them. So it can be a pain. But it's a man's sport. It's a man's world.
Okay. I always wanted to ask this question, like when you get into the ring, what is it like? Is it true that you like see a tunnel vision? You just see the opponent and then you, or how they go?
For the most part, yes. So unfortunately, we don't always get in the cage 100 every time. So I've taken some losses where the weight cut affected me, and my tunnel vision was distracted because of that. Like, so if I'm not feeling 100 or if I'm not feeling good, then of course my tunnel vision is not like it was this past fight. If they get that version of me, they're fucked. Just in a story and a statement, they're in big trouble, because that tunnel vision is dangerous. But I almost got DQ'd. Because that tunnel vision was so strong.
Oh wow! So DQ, what's the what those abbreviations mean exactly? What's that?
So disqualified.
Oh, disqualified.
Okay. Because it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was my first BKFC. So it was my first bare knuckle. Actually, it was my first boxing. To be honest with you, I've done MMA since I started. So I've done stand up, but not just strictly boxing. And I went full force and went bare knuckle. So that was like bringing me back to my bar fighting days, my roots. But so you're not supposed to hit a grounded opponent. BKFC, like, bare knuckle boxing or boxing in general. Once they hit the ground, you're not supposed to hit them. But for the last 8 years, I've been trained to jump on top of them. In MMA, you don't stop.
No.
You don't stop. You jump on top, punish them. Yeah. So I did do that. She fell and hit her a couple times, and the ref took a point away. And all I kept thinking in my head while the ref was taking the point away was like, "Can you shut up so I can punch this bitch again?" Like, it was, that tunnel vision was there. I'm telling you.
Oh man, that's cool though to have a tunnel vision. That's great. My station is also a podcast radio station. It's through 107.1 Shade 45 and
awesome.
Sirius XM and everything like that. I'm picking that back up pretty soon. The plan is to get different locations. We'll travel with it also. So it's like I do these interviews right now just to be able to get comfortable with people, just in case I run across somebody else again or something like that, and do a face-to-face interview or something like that. Because
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm all for that too. So whenever you do it, let me know. All right. Come to Florida.
Yep, that's the plan too. Because Florida have a lot of like festivals and everything like that during the summertime. So that was one of the things, and also California was one of the states I wanted to land at too first. So that's how it goes.
California is awesome, definitely.
Okay. So what's the when is your next fight?
I'm waiting. But honestly, I'm going to be going out of the country at the end of December. So I'll be gone for like 15 days. So I'm taking the holidays off, but I'll probably be right back to it March. I'll probably be. The thing with bare knuckle is like it takes a while for your hands to heal. Like my hands are still swollen. It's only been a week tomorrow, but you know your hand's still swollen, and it takes some time before you're even able to punch again. Okay. So you'd have to take a couple months off, so I'll be right back in training camp in January. I mean, I'm still training now, but, like, I'm talking about, like, fight camp. Like, that goes up and escalates a little bit more.
Okay. So, you said bar fighting. Was that something that was staged, or was that something random?
No, that was actually, like, I used to go to bars just to get my aggression out, and I would see a guy put his hands on a woman, or, you know, like... or one of my friends would have a problem with some other chick or something, and I would be the one that's like, hey, just let me know when you got a problem because I got some aggression to get out. So I like knock guys out at bars. I started with bare knuckles, so I knew how it felt. I've been like hit in the face by grown men with bare knuckles, so I ain't scared of no chick with bare knuckles, that's for sure.
Oh, so you will be that opponent where the guy will lie when he get back home to his brother and be like, I ran into a wall. Yeah, that wall.
I got like 3 guys.
That wall had knuckles. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, that's cool though. I personally could never do the boxing thing. I tried. What I tried? I tried. The last athletic thing I ever tried was football, and I was like 13 years old, and I tried, and I was, I didn't understand football because I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I played football in Temple, Georgia. So when I seen the other team running towards this way, I got scared and ran back the other way, and I ran home. So
you're a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, contact sport was not my thing. I was like, no, I'd rather try something else.
It's definitely we call ourselves the 1%ers because it really does. There's not very many. There's a lot of that will start in it and just not finish in it. It's just. I always tell people, like, especially the girls that start, like, I'm trying to keep them in the sport. And I tell them that, we are in a sport where most men quit. Like, so to be a woman in this sport, you're going to have to be tough. You're going to have to be able to handle this. So.
Okay. Do you got you got brothers? They're siblings? Or you're just you?
Nope. Actually, my brother, where I was born, and my dad tried again for another boy with me and my little sister. And he got me, so I was the tomboy growing up. This little boy.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. So, how's the Florida weather going down there? Cause it's getting kind of cold out.
It's nice now. It's nice now that the hurricane, tropical storm at the time it hit us, it didn't do too much damage, so that's nice. I don't know why the hell we're having hurricanes in November, but bipolar weather.
Yeah, I understand. A hurricane? Like, is that real scary?
It can be. If it's like, we don't really worry about it until it's like category 4 or 5. Like real Floridians don't worry about it until it's like that strong. Okay. That's when, we have power outages. We have, severe winds that can knock trees over. There's, lightning and stuff like that. So and tornadoes can come off of them. So tornadoes are really scary with that kind of weather. You never know when they're going to just appear. So okay. There's some things to worry about when it gets that bad.
All right. Oh, my God. So you say he's flying across country. Is that another fight or what's that, a training?
Do what? Sorry.
You said you was going across country. Is that like another training or something like that? Or what's that?
I'll probably be trained over there too, but this is actually a vacation. It's my 1-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, so congratulations. Okay.
So thank you. We've been together for a long time. We actually met when I started training, so we've known each other for 8 years. But we've been married for only 1 year, and we've been together for 4. So. Okay,
that's cool. I like that. Yeah, because I recently met my wife. Still can't believe I met her, but it was random. I wasn't paying attention. I'm one of those individuals that you know, the only time something catches my eye is when somebody points it out to me. You know, that's about it. Like with YouTube, I started doing this. I started this after quarantine, and it grew. And then somebody was telling me like, man, your numbers is going up. Why you won't do interviews? And then I was like, cause I got friends that was from California that did YouTube, and I didn't know how to approach people about an interview. So it's like, it was like it's easy for you to do it, cause you got a personality. Plus, you just don't ask stable questions. I talk about everything, cause I drip off. I'm a chit chatter. That's how I go. So
that's good. If you can just communicate with someone, it's actually a better interview for me. Like, for all the people that you interview, I'm sure.
Yeah, most definitely. But I'm definitely want to look forward to your next fight. Since I'm already locked in, I seen your highlights, I seen your old fights, I seen the promotions and everything like that. And I was like, hey, this is a real thing, man. I was like, how did you? He was like, I ran across it on YouTube. I was like, okay, and to this day I think it's something wrong with that guy because he like aggressive fighters. He like people that talk a little bit of junk or just sit back and then when. Oh, go ahead.
It's funny because I've never been the shit talker. I've never been, but I will shut the shit talker down. Like the one girl that Amber Liebrock, which was my first fight in Bellator, I shut her down because she was the only one that said she was gonna kill a hoe and like just talking mad shit.
Wow.
And I'm just like all I said to my fiance, well, husband now, but fiance then, I said, you know what? They're gonna lock that cage door tomorrow, and she's not gonna be able to get away. That's all. That's all. And I remember specifically being on top of her, and I could have won by TKO, like where the ref stops it.
Yeah.
But I remember specifically thinking, like, this girl said I wasn't gonna break her will, and I'm either gonna break her arm or break her will. So I ended up going to an arm bar just because I wanted to break her arm or make her tap, which she tapped really fast. Which kind of was a bummer because I wanted to break it. But I remember specifically stopping ground and pounding just so that I made sure she tapped. Like, I wanted her will to break. And it did.
Yeah, because I thought, like, when I finally first watched a weigh-in and everything like that with boxing in general, I watched it with my friend, and he was like, watch, they gonna talk junk. And I was like, man, no, they don't. They just do the weigh-in. This is professional. Next thing you know, they start going back at each other. One person, I noticed the opponent that don't talk at all normally be the one that be thinking about how the way they're gonna do this. Yeah. And so I'm like, nah, I think she might kill him. She gonna kill her or he gonna kill him. One of them. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Seriously.
I mean, there has been, some people that don't fit the norm, which is like, Conor McGregor, he backed himself up with all the shit talking, and Ronda Rousey for a while and stuff like that. There are people that can talk, but I've never been that because I want my fighting to speak for itself. I don't want to have to talk all that mad shit and look stupid. Like, to me, they look stupid. I understand that it sells, but
it just,
I think it looks dumb.
Yeah. It just doesn't. It don't make any sense to do it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah, I definitely appreciate the interview. I'm definitely gonna stay in contact with you as far as the podcast radio station. Like I said, I interview everybody. I just don't do hip hop music. I do R&B. I do sports, everything like that. My channel is everywhere. I can say that. So it's like I just don't stick to one thing. But it's YouTube still. But it's
I love that stick to one thing. That's awesome. You get to meet huge amount of different kind of people, and that's amazing. That's one reason I love traveling. I get to meet different amazing people when you travel. It's like it's life changing, honestly. But I really appreciate you having me on.
All right, no problem. Hopefully, face-to-face interview. That'll be soon. The podcast radio station is gonna pick back up in like 3 more months. I wanted to take my time to go back to it because we already did like a live recording and everything like that. Far as me being on the radio and everything, it was shocking to people that knew me. But other than that, I definitely wanted to make it more professional, make the locations more stable and everything like that, and actually promote my brand more. So it's
I
like,
love that.
and so that's a wall, by the way, too. So it's like, yeah, so I'm definitely gonna stay in tune with you. Definitely looking forward to your next fight and everything like that. And I appreciate the interview, and I'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Take care, hon.
All right, you too.
Trying to take it to the top of the club.
Before I forget to just mention, my goals are something that I'm trying to make achievements. I'm tired of dying out, life ain't nothing but pain. Every time I look at different nurse, I think of my name. My shit is BC, ain't nobody else like this. Come on, stop trying to check, you can't like this. I'm so overflow, I make an overflood. And that's why when I spit, I make an overflood. The verse is so real.